I just broke up with you, and now I'm sure I'll be the bad guy too. Although, as we both know, that isn't true. Friends, of course I feel much worse, you understand. I functioned well before I met you, and I don't know why I let you make me feel like such a feel empty and bland. And I was wrong to think we're better as a pair. I feel much better every day that you're not there. All the times I was wrong, shortly just to get along. Everything we've ever done, that's my wrong. But I can't believe it overboard. Never should have asked for drinking on an empty heart. Far from sober now. I've had enough of this, and I'm done being just a sicko fan. Sure, there's no winners here, but I don't lose. I feel embarrassed for myself, 'cause I couldn't be more selfish. I'm allergic now to shellfish, bugs, and you. And I'm thinking about right now, not yesterday. I wish that you were 500,000 miles away. All the times I was wrong, struggling just to get along. Everything we've ever done, that's my wrong. But I can't believe it's overboard. Never should have asked for drinking on an empty heart. Far from sober now. Wake up naked to the sound of a cherry tune. I'm itching, feeling sore. It's hard to deal with just what you did yesterday. I wonder what's in store. 'Cause it's a long way down in this abyss. Coming next escape, one thing you never miss. Long way down in a relationship. No more the rest is kids. There's no more time for play. Long way down in this abyss. Coming next escape, one thing you never miss. Long way down, can you get from me? 'Cause it's a long way down in this abyss. Coming next to kids, what could you ever miss? Long way down in a relationship. With all those precious kids, there's no more time for bliss. Long way down in this abyss. Coming next to kids, what could you ever miss? Long way down, can you get from it? Ugly people, looking back at you inside. I have to be mean to get across my point. Don't treat them right. Don't treat them right. Cause it's a long way down in this abyss. Coming as a skid, what could we ever miss? Long way down in a relationship. With all the precious kids, there's no more time for bliss. Long way down in this abyss. Coming next is kids, what could you get from this? Long way down in a relationship. What comes next is kids, there's no pretend for bliss. Long way down in this abyss. Coming next is kids, what could you get from this? Long way down, can you get from this? Long way down. It's a long way, long way. It's a long way down.
This podcast is brought to you by our friends at Minerva Beauty. Check out minervabeauty.com and see their huge of chairs, stations, anything you could possibly want for your salon is on minervabeauty.com. Also, check out Millennium Systems International at millenniumsi.com, the best salon software in the industry starting at $49 per month. If you're looking to better your online reputation, check out demandforce.com/free salon education. Fill out the form. Somebody will reach out to you, show you how to better communicate with your guests and how you can build lots and lots of great reviews online for your salon business.
Attention, the views and opinions expressed on this podcast are solely of the individuals and not of its affiliates.
Splitting Hairs, the Hairdressers Podcast starts now. Featuring Matt Beck, Christina Cavalcanti, Brian Hare, Drea Boland, Thaddeus Boland, and Justin Scott.
Hey guys, this is Matt Beck from freesaloneducation.com here with Splitting Hairs episode 70. What's up, guys?
Morning. Good morning.
So I got Brian Hare, Drea Boland, Justin Scott, Christina Cavalcanti, and Thaddeus Boland in the house.
Awesome.
So I want to kick off by saying that we had, I'm hearing an echo.
You can
Is it
never
still
hear
there?
enough, Matt. Well, you have to say something to know if there's an echo.
I don't know. So I want to start by saying we had a friend that comes to a lot of our demos and stuff. He owns a salon 10 minutes down the road called The Cut in New Jersey. And he came in and did a whole rearranging of the sound of this. So
If you don't like it, it's not Matt's fault this week.
So the cool thing is, no matter how loud you get or how quiet you get, or if you back away from the mic a little bit, it still drags all of our voices in. So just be careful. Don't be breathing on the microphone.
I was going to say, I'm really glad that we have that the week that I've got the worst sniffles ever. And I can't get...
At least I don't have a beard to rub on anything.
That's true. Yeah, because that would be loud as well. So thank you to Peach from The Cut in Flemington, New Jersey. He came in, helped to work with the sound. We're still we're going to keep working on it and making it better, but hopefully it's working well for you.
You know
guys.
what's going to happen? We're going to get it like crystal clear on point the week we move.
Yeah, and then we'll have to redo everything. Right. So, all right. So we got a lot of stuff to talk about today. Let me grab my paper, actually.
You took my paper.
This is mine.
Oh, I gave...
Excuse me.
Christina, will you pass me that?
What do you need? You have one.
Nothing.
Oh. All right. So thank you to Millennium Systems International, demandforce.com/free salon education. I actually have a meeting with them today talk about how we're going to help promote together. So that should be fun. Mizutani Scissors, check them out on shopfse.com, minervabeauty.com as well. I did a review of the cutting stool that we all have been using and loving. So I definitely am enjoying that. It got a lot of views last night, which I was surprised because usually a product review doesn't get a lot. But I think cutting stool is an important thing, and I think a lot of people are looking for them. So if you haven't had a chance to see that video, check it out and go to minervabeauty.com and pick one up. It's $129 and it's awesome. And then Bricado products, we're starting to dive into those, testing them out, playing with them. There's a lot of things that we're liking about it. So, but we'll have some reviews coming up of those products as well. The Millennium Experience is coming up in June, so make sure that you get your tickets for that. You want to get them early, but it's such a cool event. It's in Scottsdale, Arizona, so I'm really excited to be a part of that. Nick Arrojo is going to be there, Gerard Scarpese from Hairbrained. I think the whole Hairbrained crew is going to be there, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So definitely get your tickets for that. Download our app on iTunes. It's free salon education, I believe, one word, if you look it up on iTunes. It's 99 cents, but it puts all these videos that we do and create all together in an easy-to-use app. The funny thing about the app and people just watching our videos, I did a class, which I hadn't done in a while, in front of real humans.
Yeah, I saw that. How'd that go?
Which was nice. It was cool because it's like I said to them, you know, I'm so used now to being behind a camera teaching that actually having people look back at me was a little bit weird at first. But the one lady was like, "Oh, I've seen all of your videos," and I'm like, "Oh, that's so cool." And then towards the end of the class, she's like, I said that we had made 260 videos, and she's like, "Oh, I've only seen 10." I was like, all right, well, you got a long night ahead of you.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely check it out. If you get the app, you can see all of them. Let's get into feedback from last week, and then we'll move along this way. Drea has a ton of stuff to talk about today, and we also have an interview at the end of the show with Andrew Does Hair that we did in Long Beach, California. So stay tuned for that as well. So, Brian.
Awesome. Yay. All right. Feedback from last week. We will start with Ceci Styles. She asks, what is Brian drinking? And I'm dying over the mirrored ombre pics. Too funny. Good show, guys. Last week, I was drinking green water because, as you can hear, I sound fantastic right now. And last week, I could tell that this was coming.
It was the green water that made him sound fantastic.
Yeah, that's what it was. No, it was just water with like electrolytes and crap in it to try to keep this from happening. Clearly, it did not work.
Yeah.
So I have sexy voice this week.
Yeah, this sounds great.
Hey.
Hey there.
Quick, I need to re-voice over every video.
Hello,
today.
guys. My name is Brian Hare.
It's fantastic. All right, James Thelman. Thanks for a great show, guy, but I have been experimenting with Pravana, so thanks for the information about sealing in color as best we can. Josh is interesting. Thanks for the Instagram tips. Question for next week. I was hoping to try a color extractor, but a very talented stylist warned me that if it isn't rinsed out 100%, you can turn the hair black. I would like to know if you use color extractors and what your experiences with them are. I know that's something that we've hit on a whole bunch of times.
Yeah.
Moving backwards. Color extractors, from what I understand, most of the companies, they all are doing the exact same thing chemically, so I don't know of any that it's necessarily so much better than another.
Right.
I mean, it might be tuned in a little bit more for that specific brand of color. But yeah, I mean, in my experience, ones that I've used, if you don't rinse all the way, but it's not necessarily always rinsing, it's the neutralizer that can reactivate some of the molecules that are in there, which can make it go dark. It's trial and error. It's going to work better in some cases than in others. Some people absolutely hate them all the time. I like them in the experience that I've had with them, but I mean, it's to each their own. You guys, do you have a strong enough opinion to want to weigh in on that?
No, I think you're right. Every one that we've used, it didn't seem that different. And
they all
but
smell the same.
I think it's really yeah, they all smell like a perm. And I think it's really important to use it though. I think that's
right.
You know, because it's less damaging to the hair for the most part. And a lot of people, when they create the old school shampoo cap on the hair and they put bleach with shampoo, and you're doing so much damage to the hair, and it's in an uncontrolled type environment. Right. So I think it's really important to have more of a system in it, which is what the color extractor is. So,
right.
And speaking of revoicing over, you talked about just a couple seconds ago, I started looking through some of our old videos, and I still get the comments that they've had a million views or more, and people will talk about the music, and it's like constantly the whole music thing. So I'm thinking about possibly, and we'll see what you guys think about it as well, but just completely almost like doing the version 2 of those videos. So taking the footage, revoicing it over. I mean, we've all grown a lot. We got better quality sound equipment. So we could redo the video entirely, same footage, but just update it, So I was thinking about possibly doing that. So you guys can let us know if you think that would be a good idea, if it's something you'd like to see. Just kind of a remake of a song, I guess, in a way.
Yeah. I dig it. All right. Amy Berry. So informative. Love Josh. Thanks again for giving me the info right when I needed it. You're welcome, Amy Berry. Monster Visions. I stopped what I was doing and tweaked my Instagram as soon as Josh mentioned that I should consider my bio section like a business card. So
Monster
genius.
Visions sounds like somebody that would be friends with Justin.
That is funny. But I got to tell you, I did the exact same thing. I don't even think we were done filming before I went on Instagram and fixed. Like while he was talking, I think I went right on Instagram like, yeah, I can make this a little bit better.
Yeah. And it's funny, now when I look at everybody's Instagram, I look at the description now.
So judged.
Yeah.
Pope81, I'm right there with you.
Okay.
With all of us.
All right.
And everyone.
Welcome.
Hey, we like a team player. Love you, buddy. Chanel Lee, Josh, you're awesome. Thanks for the info. Mickey Bullock said, great show, everyone. Can't wait to hear what you think about Bricado. I'm enjoying it so far. I mean, you want to wait to not go into anything specific?
Yeah, I don't want to really go into it yet because we're only a week in, and I don't like to start talking about things until we really know about it.
Yeah.
So we've had some
I just know
chances.
that one product I like.
Which one?
I was a fan. The texture icing. I forget what they call it.
Yeah.
I just liked it because it didn't make the hair feel heavy.
Well, so Bricado has this line of glittery sprays, right?
Oh yeah.
Which we all. So I had this guest in my chair, and I thought it said platinum shine. Like I thought it was just a shine.
Oh yeah, no.
So I come over. I've done this haircut, and I'm excited about it, and I want to finish it off, and I'm testing these products. So I grab the product and I spray it, and glitter just goes everywhere. I mean, it was on my shoes.
It was like a stripper farted.
It was bad.
It's a glitter bomb. Like that's what comes out of those bottles.
Which is cool for the right purpose, but that was not it.
Yep.
I
Nope.
shouldn't have done that, but.
Live and learn. That's why we're testing
She's
these
like,
products.
did glitter just go everywhere? I'm like, yeah, it did. Whoops.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
It's like a Disney princess movie.
Right.
The fairies just drop the glitter wherever they go.
That's the one way to get me out of Salon. You just chase me out of there with the glitter spray.
Is that what we have to do?
That's it.
So
All
on
right.
that note, Wisconsin Donna asked the $1 million question: are Justin and Drea dating?
No.
I saw that.
Negative.
Saw that. I nearly fell out of bed laughing.
Not that we know of.
No.
That they're willing to admit to yet.
Nope.
Yeah.
Not happening.
I actually have a thing with Thad, if you guys really want to know.
Okay.
Stop asking questions.
From one bowling to the next.
Yeah.
All right.
Fair enough. Pope81 again said time to upgrade and update the Insta account. I agree.
Yeah.
Everyone should do it.
Yep.
Josh,
I
I
thought she was
you
talking about
inspired
bowls.
us.
And I've really been focusing on what we're posting, how often we're posting, getting more pictures of hair. We even tried moving the lights around to get. I think we figured it out yet, but
We're getting there.
just posting more images of hair, even if. Like, my big thing is I do something and it looks so great. I take a picture of it and I don't like the picture. So then I don't post it up. And I think you have to get past that and just put things up.
Right.
Because it's not, I don't think it's so much about you have to have that perfect image. And that's what Josh was talking about. It doesn't have to be that perfect line. Maybe just show a client happy at the end,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I definitely want to work on that some more. But it was great having Josh on last week. I think he gave a lot of great tips. So.
Heck yeah.
An actually thing I realized is I take if I do like a few good pieces a day, don't post them all that day. Kind of spread them out.
Spread 'em
so
out,
that
yeah.
way if you do hate like the 3 photos you took to do, on Tuesday, you have one from last Sunday. So.
Right. Yeah, and Andrew Does Hair is on at the end of the show, like I said, and it's a pre-taped interview, but he has a huge following on Instagram. I mean, this guy has really figured it out, and he talks about it all. So you're going to get some more Instagram feedback at the end of the show. So
Awesome. All right. So then it's just straight into questions. from
Yeah,
social?
yeah. Let's move into questions. We have these questions. If you guys want to post a question up on the live feed, you can do that through YouTube. So feel free to do that as well. We're looking at it. So
Awesome. All right. First off, we got Bunny Roll. Rowell.
bunny roll.
Hey, that's what's up. Says, I was hoping you could all answer a question for me. Tomorrow's my first balayage. Good luck. Yikes. I've been watching Candy Shaw's videos as well as Gaetang's. I noticed Candy balayages the regrowth and then takes the lightener through to the pre-lightened ends. She also mentions in her Sunlights tutorial that she uses 40 volume. Won't this damage the ends? I would think the balayage would go just to the regrowth as one would do with a foil, unless of course she'd never had balayage and foils done before. Gaetang says not to overlap. Sai, please help. I think it's definitely gonna.
Yeah, third balayage master.
Yeah, right. Well,
Why don't you weigh in on this?
Now that you've referenced the other two, of the top tier of balayage. That's a joke. Sorry, by the way.
Yeah.
So,
Ha.
all right. So in every scenario, it's going to change. When would I run it all the way through? I'd run it all the way through if I was trying to create maximum amount of dimension, because if the ends are already lighter than that base, then running that highlight through the end is going to have them. I would stop at I would just do the regrowth if I was trying to pretty much just go back and recreate exactly what I had done before. A lot of times, I know I've mentioned before, what I'll do is when I paint something new, like if it's the second, third, fifth, whatever time they're getting balayage, decide whether you're going to just redo exactly what it was last time or if you're going to create more dimension and go in between where you did last time. Yes, Candy uses 40 a lot. When I use the Sunlights as well, I use pretty much only 40. It's just, it's strong enough that it works great as a lightener, but I've just noticed that clay base helps it be a little gentler.
Yeah, and I think people have always freaked out about 40 volume because you're putting it into a foil and,
Right.
and packing it tight, and everything was.
And then it's just going to sit in there and cook for an hour.
Yeah, but now it's in open air, so you need a little extra push.
Right.
I don't think it's any more damaging, and I don't know this for a fact, but I don't think it's any more damaging to use 40 volume as a balayage than it is 20 volume in a foil.
Right. And then plus to add the fact that now when I'm doing my balayage, there's usually Olaplex in it.
Yeah,
So you have to use that 40.
Yeah.
Right, to get as much lift as you can with it.
Right.
So nobody's wrong in these scenarios. It's just different circumstances. Like if you're moving over from foils to balayage, think about it. If you're going to do a foil, when would you and when would you not lighten those ends? It's the exact same scenario. If those ends look like you don't want bleach anywhere near them, then obviously you're not going to run it through. If you do want to kind of clean that palette and brighten it up a little bit more, then run it through.
Right. Cool.
Yeah, everyone's in agreement.
I agree with you.
Christina,
Completely.
you want to weigh in on this?
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I've never used it, so I don't know.
It's all right. We haven't heard your voice yet.
Yeah. We're missing your voice.
People miss you. We need the laugh.
I haven't seen you in an hour and a half. I want to hear you talking.
All right.
He got the look.
I know. I wish that look was on camera.
What? Go.
Do you want to touch? There were some questions through the feed already.
What?
Do you want to touch?
Touch on
Brian,
the questions
would
that
you
I
like to
It's like
touch?
enough about Christina and her voice. Onto these questions.
Brian, would you like to touch something?
Now I want to listen to the Joan Jett song. The Do You Want to Touch?
Can you sing it? Because I don't know.
With this voice?
In your
Yes,
sexy
I
voice, come on.
can.
Can you sing it and then do Baby Got Back and Brown Eyed Girl?
Yes.
All right.
And then Christina and I'll do Love Shack.
Yes.
All right, so what do you want to touch, Treya?
I
was
don't
gonna
have
say,
to
did you
much
want to
in
touch
that
on the
either.
questions on Olaplex in the
Oh, I didn't even
in the feed.
notice. What
Yeah.
do we got here?
Michelle Golden asked, what have you guys decided now that Paul Mitchell has come out and said that they don't like Olaplex? Are you still using it?
Did
And
Paul
there's-
Mitchell come out and say that?
They did?
Look at
Then
them
s-
coming out of the closet.
And then somebody else
I mean,
commented.
I had an idea.
Heck does that
No,
mean?
hold on.
I don't know.
There's a follow-up. And then somebody else commented and said they aren't saying that they don't like it, but rather they can't endorse it as they only endorse their own line.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I think that's
That
pretty
makes more sense.
obvious.
Yeah, because
They're all using it. They're just not.
They're just not talking about it.
Because
We're all going to
Mayro's
formulate stuff for it, but
Yeah.
we just won't tell you to use it.
It's like
I
they
did.
sneak a flask of Olaplex into the model room.
says, I know Paul Mitchell educators that love Olaplex. Well, here's one former Paul Mitchell educator that does.
Yeah. Hello.
Stuck on that.
All right, getting feisty.
How much cough syrup did you take today?
Plenty. Enough.
Matt, how
That's a good song.
how
too.
glad are you that you have the disclaimer at the front of this now?
He's like, I was going to
yeah.
remove it, but not anymore.
I don't even care.
Me neither.
Everybody's open to their own opinion.
We're all right.
Freedom of speech.
So
that.
wait, did we answer? Yeah, we answered that. We're pretty good. All right, good. Olaplex is awesome. Use it.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
It really is.
So Mieko. I don't know how you want to go
Let's
that
go
one.
Mieko.
You probably got one of those right.
All right.
Mieko.
Sanchez.
Mieko is
Jones.
probably the right one.
And then followed up with Jones.
Yeah.
Isn't that like pronounced kind of Spanish? And is there even a K in?
Yes, there's a K in the Spanish
And Christina
alphabet.
chimes
There
in.
is.
Yes, there is. They have all the same ones as us, plus 2 more.
Christina's father's from Brazil. Don't
Yeah,
they?
but wait. There's
Double
a
L,
K.
and then the N. Yeah.
What word is? What does it sound like? Because
K.
I'm like A, B, C, A. I'm going through the Spanish alphabet. I don't
we got
remember.
Che.
They use a C.
Abe Seke.
Abe say che.
Whatever.
Can we get confirmation on this? Somebody's got to know. I believe Christina.
I know.
over Brian.
Let him.
I
If
speak
he's
Spanish.
listening, tell him to call and tell us how to pronounce.
Yeah,
his name.
844 FSE Live.
Now we're going to get some calls. It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
It's about to
All
get
right,
wild
good.
up in here.
Anybody can call in and ask questions. It would be hilarious. And even if you're prank calling, it'd be fun.
It'd still be
So,
awesome. We, especially telemarketers, give us one.
Yeah.
Do
I
it.
have fun with
How
that.
do you spell that name?
Mieko.
Okay, thanks. You can keep going.
Oh, thank you.
We have the blessings.
All they wanted to know was what's a good toner to cut some yellow but not make it gray. Something with a violet base that you don't leave on for a really long time. Whenever I'm trying to do that, those are the kinds of toners that I never walk away from. Like I don't trust that whole put it on for 10 to 15 minutes and then check it. Hell no.
But you got to realize, too, like, the only reason it's gray, it's turning gray, is because you're using something that it didn't need. Like, if it's yellow hair and you're using violet, it won't go gray.
Yeah.
Right, but a lot of
if it-
color lines, their only violet option
Has
is that
ash
silvery
in it. It has
violet.
blue in it. Yeah, but I think, so just try to find something that doesn't have that blue base to it, and then you won't have that problem.
Right.
But if you're super yellow, it's really not going to turn. It's not going to turn that gray.
It depends on the level of
Well,
yellow.
because I know there's a couple of toners I've used that I didn't stand in front of a mirror and I went about my business and then had pencil lead gray hair when I was done. I was like, okay.
Can I have those?
Yeah.
By the way?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you can, but
That
it's
is a
dark gray. It's
struggle.
not like the cool light gray that you like. It's like dark, like
I
this.
actually might do that at the root. We'll keep going. I'm sorry.
Okay. Melissa Megan. That's easy. Thank you.
Yeah.
Pronunciation of your name.
Christina, what's going on over
Got an
there?
app for it.
to figure it
Now the mics suck everything in, so now you're hearing
No
Christina's-
one fart.
Pronouncenames.com.
Oh.
Oh, shoot. Can you not do that?
No, you can do that.
I want to know how to pronounce
We're
it.
going to get sued.
There's a pronouncenames.com.
Duh.
That's great. I should use that when I look at my book and I'm like, how do you say that word?
I know.
How do you say that word?
That name.
I just love.
I should use that when I'm reading a book. Is that what you said? Oh, my God.
Oh, jeez.
Why didn't you just
Where are
Google the
we?
Spanish alphabet?
I just love the fact that
Because I just want to know where it's from. I think it's Japanese.
Okay.
Japanese.
It can
name.
be.
Yeah, I thought the same thing. It's Japanese, Spanish, and just clearly American. All three of them.
Where are we right now?
I'm
All right.
trying to read Melissa Megan's gear question.
Okay, here we go.
And people are commenting back that there is a K in the Spanish alphabet,
Oh,
Christina.
okay. Sorry. I don't know what I'm talking about.
I did.
Exclamation point.
I knew.
Oh, my gosh. Jeez. I've been out of school since like 1997. God.
Oh.
All right.
Rosetta Stone.
Yeah. I've always worked with an apron on, and I've gone back to wearing a holster to keep all my tools close at hand. I hate getting hair all over my clothes, but I also can't seem to find an apron that doesn't shift and ride up all day, requiring constant adjustments to keep me from having one boob in, one boob out.
What?
No, that's hilarious. It is a problem.
What?
Yeah, because at my old salon, when I worked with all women,
Yeah.
half of them wore aprons, and all day long, it always shifts, and there's always just one boob hanging out, and then one that's covered by the apron. Because, like, with all the twisting and turning that you're doing all day, Drea, have you ever worn an apron?
Nope.
Well, then you don't know. All right.
Yeah, I haven't
It's
worn one.
trust me, it's a problem.
I believe it.
I can
understand
attest
it.
to this.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
You've seen it.
I was gonna say, Justin, do your boobs hang out?
You know.
Too much chest day.
Does anybody have suggestions of brand or online resource for good solution to protect my clothes without looking like a nun? I don't.
Actually, you can try to do the barber route because I know they make a lot of them now, custom made for you, but they do it a lot out of denim. That's, you know,
Okay.
I'm sure they can do it out of different materials too.
I just saw that shirt at Cosmoprof. There was a barber shirt where it was a zipper, but it looked like the old style, like Dickies work shirts. Is that what
No,
you're
no,
talking
I'm
about?
saying they literally make
God.
aprons.
Can we get
where
Dickies coveralls?
Oh my god.
They make they're not Dickies. They make not canvas. What am I thinking of? Denim, like denim full.
All right.
aprons. I'm
Yeah.
apron.
You could also use Velcro, just like
Or
stick in
Velcro,
place.
yeah. But yeah, no, that's also something, and it's a little heavier too than like that really light
Is this
material
in
that they're all
school
made
or
out
at
of.
the salon?
At the salon.
Oh, why
What
do
if
they
you-
wear them?
Well, because a lot of girls, like the one girl I used to work with, she dressed nice every day. She liked dressing nice every day, and she would just put on an apron. to
Drea
keep from
dresses
getting-
nice every day
No, I
and
know,
doesn't wear
but-
an apron.
I know, but she didn't wear black. Like she wore cute little dresses and all this stuff, and so she wore.
Drea doesn't always wear black.
What if
Stop
she?
spraying, like, because if you're getting bleach and color all over the chairs, like, if you're getting it on yourself, then you're getting it on stuff. You might be getting, like, I don't know. I just don't.
Wait, when was the last time you did balayage again? That's right. That's right.
Wait,
She
for
did
real?
it recently.
No, you
But
just
wait.
said 5 minutes ago that you didn't do balayage when
No,
I
I
asked you a
never
balayage
used-
question.
That's a technique. I don't know anything about the,
No, it
I don't
hap-
use the sunlight stuff because I keep it here for you guys.
Oh, that's sweet. No, but it's one of those things that it happens.
What if
It's a-
you?
you
what-
can
Christina
even,
needs to chime in more often.
Yeah, this is awesome.
like my old coworker, she would do it even just to keep hair off of her clothes.
Yeah.
You just put on an apron and it just keeps crap
I
off
think
of
you all should wear aprons today.
yeah.
Okay.
It's now part of the dress
Look
code.
at Jerry.
I wouldn't be mad about that because I do more short hair than anything else. That stuff gets everywhere.
So
No, I do know I don't know it off the top of my head.
I look cute in anything.
There's a company that does lots of different aprons that have different styles, and they're like really cute little ones.
yeah.
Yeah, but if they're little, then their boobies are definitely going to be poking out.
Maybe they have little boobies.
Well, wait. So what if you use that under the clothes tape?
I don't think that.
What?
You know, like the girls use to like keep their shirt from like opening. Just tape it. Just tape that thing in there.
And he's doing the cup and the tape. as
Yeah,
he's talking
I'm
about it.
demonstrating this.
Can we have a close up of him demonstrating?
How does
the
that
J-Lo
work?
Tape?
You just tape it to your body, and then it tapes to the shirt.
Double-sided tape.
Yeah, double-sided
J-Lo
tape.
tape,
Just
remember
double-sided. We're done.
I think
Double-sided
we're
tape.
waiting,
But
too
just so you
much
know,
conversation on this topic.
Mayrose
We
Harner.
thoroughly answer questions here.
We get it done.
Yeah.
Just so you know, Mayrose Harner's like chatting along with us has said, I shift my holster to my side hip under the cape and her boobs stay in. So try that.
You know, ever since we started talking about boobs, we've gotten way more viewers.
I think we just found out our new topic.
I'm wearing a low cut shirt next week.
This must be an epidemic.
We're going to do questions from social media and then a whole section on just boobs every week.
We'll do trending boob tresses.
Justin's
Dre
in
is
charge of
just
that
going to
one.
wear an apron next week. And we're going to see what happens.
All
I
right.
might not be here for that show.
Oh my God. All right. All right.
I'll come in later.
So I think we've come up with a solution. All right.
we
Let's
got
do
two more, and
we
then
got
I'm
two,
good.
All right, two more.
Any opinions on clients curling their hair at home with foil packets and a flat iron? Several clients.
Oh,
Sorry.
Oh,
Oh, God.
oh, you got it.
Crazy. Get it together.
Don't die, Brian.
Ew, cover.
Brian never calls in sick, just so everyone's.
I did it
Oh.
that way. Shut up.
I'm that way.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I saw this too. People are doing the foil packet curling thing at home. It's funny because they're acting like it's this brand new thing, and I remember learning this in beauty school. I don't think it's a great idea for people to do at home because even as stylists, it's hard to not hurt yourself when you're doing that.
Right.
Terrible idea.
Yeah.
Like, ugh. I'll never forget when you're learning it in beauty school and you like heat up the little foil packet and then just let it go and it slaps the girl in the face. She just has this 400-degree aluminum on her cheek. So, you know, knowing that that's a potential outcome, try it at home.
Yeah. Yeah. Sounds good.
Or just learn how to curl your hair with a flat iron anyway.
He doesn't really mean that. Don't try it at home.
No, don't. Duh.
Yeah. Hey, I'm just saying, people are crazy out there.
If you do try to home,
They'll be
have
suing
really
splitting
bad
hairs.
Scars,
Brian said
please
do it.
hashtag.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't do that. Just learn how to curl. Practice with ribbon around a pair of scissors, and then curl your hair like that with a flat iron.
Don't
not
practice with scissors on your hair, though. I want to say that ribbon and scissors like a gift.
I actually
Because we're going to see that. Like, well, I practiced it with the scissors, and it's up to here now.
I have really fun layers.
All right.
All right, so this is good. Courtney Lou Kane has said, I'm going to the IBS show in New York City for the first time this year as a cosmetology student. I was wondering if anyone has any tips or advice on how to get the most out of the experience and what to buy. Are items discounted, or is there anything to avoid buying?
So sometimes they have for the items discount, sometimes they have different package deals that you can buy, but for the most part, I think things are pretty much the same cost. I think it used to be big deals and stuff at the shows, but I didn't really notice that. Even when we were in Long Beach, I didn't see that. Don't get caught up, and this is my big thing with hair shows that annoys the shit out of me, right? So they have we were doing interviews, and you'll hear it in the Andrew Does Hair interview. I had to try to cut out the background sound so much, but when they give out a free blow dryer, people just freak out. It sounded like there was a roller coaster inside the building. It just people yelling and screaming. Don't get tied up in that. Don't go there for a free blow dryer. Go there, study the book. So this book that you probably got in your salon 95 times because they send it out every week, has all of the education lined up. And they're free classes. I mean, this is like your opportunity to go to a show and get free education by unbelievable people. And so just mark out your day. I know that I've seen you guys sometimes put together a schedule of when the classes are and which ones you want to go to, and then block out a couple hours to walk around the show, check out the main stage. But you really want to plan it out, and not just go there and be like, woo, I love it.
Well, because especially if you've never been there, this room is gigantic.
Yeah.
It's so overwhelming.
Yeah.
I beat you to it.
Like, I think a good way to go about it, because I've seen a couple of different types of shows there, as well as IBS last year. Like, it sounds silly, but try to go in one end and walk up and down everything just to at least see it, because you're going to see all the different companies that make blow dryers and the companies that make scissors, but then you're going to also discover like the cute little up and coming companies that are have something neat that you never thought of or that you thought would be cool to invent one day, and these guys beat you to it. And there's just everything that you can possibly think of is going to be there. And if you're just running around trying to see this one and then this one and then this one with no pattern to how you're making your way through the room,
You're going to lose yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
You're not going to see it all. You're going to miss half of the cool stuff that's worth seeing just because the big stages took you over. So
And just because there's a company there doesn't mean that they're a great company.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like don't get sold into the whole. Don't just start buying stuff. Really look around. And my big thing is you can try scissors and stuff there, but for the most part, you can buy some really cheap.
Yeah, that's what I was
crappy
gonna.
scissors.
That's what I was gonna like focus in on, especially for students. Like, there's certain people out there who are there just to sell you crap and know you're a student.
Right.
And
Yeah.
will show you the shiniest pair with the little heart in the middle, and they know that you're gonna eat it up, and they're gonna sell it to you for $400, and you're gonna be like, I have a great deal right now. I'll give it to you for $3.
Right.
And it costs them 20 cents to stamp out a piece of crappy
Yeah.
metal. So just be very weary of the shiniest things you see there. Like you can look up and see what tools we use or other educators on the YouTube or whoever's going to be there, what they're using. That's usually the best stuff to invest in. We've said this before, that spending that good money on a good quality shear in school is going to work out in the long run.
And just so you guys know, and I've
Is
been
Kiyoshi going to be
I was
there?
gonna say, is
Kiyoshi may stop by. I'm not sure if in New York. He's going to be in Chicago.
Oh.
But they have Mizutani's not really doing the hair shows yet. They may do Orlando, but they just it's just such the shows are so chaotic sometimes. So I think he's just kind of gotten out of that a little bit. But I think they're going to try to get back into it. But I know, being in the scissor kind of business now, I've researched and I've learned about other companies. Most people go to China, get their scissors made for $25, $35 is how much they cost. And then they stamp Japan on them and say that they're handmade Japanese scissors, and they're not. And that's why I love, working with Mizutani, because I know for a fact that they are handmade in Japan. But most of these scissors, they're charging $500, $600, and And then you got to look at, like, there's certain companies out there that'll do like 24 months financing on a scissor with $35 down. Well, the reason they can do that is because after the first $35 they paid for the scissor, and if they get you for a couple more months before you stop paying them, they still made $50 off of you. So you really got to be careful when you look at scissor companies, and that's a big thing that is at those shows. And just focus on the education there.
Like Justin said, especially student day, because every hair show knows Tuesday's student day.
Yeah.
And that's the day, I mean, just from working hair shows, we know Tuesday's the day it's going to be the highest energy and the most money being spent.
Yep.
Because everyone is so excited because they're in school and they want to get tools of the trade, so they just don't really look into it and just start spending all this money.
Yeah.
Someone else just
plan out your day with the free education. Don't spend your money on cheap stuff. And don't get caught up in all the screaming and yelling.
Good call.
Well,
Good
my
summary.
recommendation is just as like you're going to make a list of priorities for your education, you want to make a list of things that if you are looking at shopping at the show, what you actually want to purchase at the show. Don't get distracted by the glitter tattoos and the spray tan machines
But I love glitter.
That's where I'm going.
like, no, I'm serious.
We're
Like,
just gonna get
That's where
spray
Christina
tans
and I
all
are going to be all day.
like because they have.
Suits of glitter tattoos.
Spray tan booth.
Christina
Christina's
just
gonna
did
have
a
a
spray
sleeve.
tan dance.
She did.
Is that what you do in the spray tan bed?
You when you get spray tan,
Yeah.
stand up.
You stand like this?
Christina's going to have a
Yeah.
full sleeve of glitter tattoos.
Also, what I have been, I
call,
do know
Drea.
from going to student day with future professionals, that is also because it is the last day of the show. If you ask, they most likely will discount something further down.
Yeah, because they don't want to pack it back.
They don't want to pack it up. They don't want to take it home.
Oh yeah,
You
good
just
call, Drea.
You just have to ask.
Wheel
They're
and
not-
deal.
markets.
Wheel and deal.
They are not going to tell you that in advance, but you can usually get something free thrown in. It's
Tell
a
them
lot
Drea
easier.
said so.
Mayra
And
said
you'll
something
be
good
fine.
too that I didn't think about. As cute as you want to look when you go to this thing, you're doing a lot of walking.
Yeah.
So it's good to
Oh
bring
my gosh, yeah.
comfortable
Wear
shoes.
heels, everyone. I'm
Not
wearing
only
heels.
I mean, I'll be
not only comfortable shoes, but a good bag. Because once you start collecting stuff, then like you're losing the blood to your fingers because it's cutting off circulation. She says bring either a suitcase with wheels or a backpack or something that's going to help you haul this stuff and be a lot more comfortable.
Suitcases with wheels are so annoying.
I know.
You see
I
these
didn't
girls
recommend
with
it,
the highest heels on
but
walking around
I
with the
agree.
suitcase.
And they can't even walk in the heels in the first place.
I start laughing because when we were in Long Beach, there's just people everywhere with these suitcases, and I'm like, you came here and bought that much stuff? Like how?
Yeah.
You found some deals, I guess. Yeah, it's pretty funny, but whatever makes you comfortable, but
Yeah, it
it's
is
not a
fun
job
to
interview.
watch people watch
So you
it.
don't have to get all fancied up. I mean,
It's fun to dress up, but you're on your feet all day.
Yeah.
And it's worse than being in the salon because you're walking all day. You're not just
Right.
standing.
So all right, cool. That's a good one. That was a good question.
That was good. Go Courtney Lou Kane. Good
All
luck.
right, so real
See you in New
quick,
York.
I have this news story that I just think is hilarious. So there's a man, and I posted it on our Facebook a couple
I
days
read
ago.
that this morning. It was
So
funny.
man
look like a
flies.
man.
Yeah, so man flies into a rage over a haircut at a salon. So this happened in Connecticut. Stanford Police Sergeant Kelly Connolly says 47-year-old Alan Becker was angered further when he learned the trim Wednesday morning was going to cost him $50. They said he kicked a hole in the salon wall, became hostile towards staff and customers, and threw a candle display and other items, then left. So
His bill's now much more than $50.
So authorities later arrested Becker on breach of peace and criminal mischief charges at his Stanford home. So I just think it's hilarious that this guy, the experience must not have been there for the $50. Because I just don't, I mean, if you saw his haircut, I meant to put a picture up, but his haircut, it was not great at all.
I love everybody commenting on the article saying, well, now I see why that haircut's terrible.
I mean, I feel bad for whoever that salon was because that's just
What did
crazy.
he do? I wasn't paying attention.
So he got a haircut that he didn't like.
yeah, but
and-
what did it got?
So he kicked a hole in the wall, started screaming at the staff, and then threw candles and knocked over the display.
I would have loved
Anyway.
that happen here between me and Thad.
That's what happens when Matt does my hair at home.
Yeah, it's true.
I see yellow.
It's true.
Oh, come on now.
And I just want to say it's funny because I posted a story about Ted Gibson and his $1,200 haircuts
Yeah.
last night. So I would love to see that guy over there. Just
Yeah, he
Surprise.
Your
yeah.
haircut's gonna be $1,200. I don't think anybody's going to Ted Gibson not knowing that it's a $1,200 haircut.
well, this guy didn't know it was a $50 haircut, so we can't.
Yeah, you never know.
But still, I do think that hairdresser could have let the guy know that it was a $50 haircut before.
Exactly, and this probably never would have happened.
Communication.
Yep. Sums it up. Good call, Bri.
I was gonna say during the summertime we have a lot of people like
I'm really good in
especially, like, guys
hindsight.
walk in, and we always like make sure that we tell them the prices. And sometimes they find out the prices and they're like, oh,
And they walk out.
yeah, and
Yeah.
we
Sometimes
avoided
they
that
break
situation.
shit. It gets crazy.
I mean, their haircut would have been awesome, but they still wouldn't want to pay it.
Right. Yeah, it doesn't matter. We had a guy call in. He's coming in with Brian today, and he's like, he only knew my name because Barrett's not here. So he said, I'll have Matt. How much are his haircuts? And Drea said 45, and he goes, okay, who else is there? And they're like, well, we have Brian. He's 35, and he's like, okay, I'll pay 35.
Okay.
So, it's just people have a certain price point they want to pay. And if he would have came in and thought that his haircut was going to be cheaper, we might have had the same problem.
I would have broken someone's ankle today.
Look at what communication
there are a lot
does.
of places out there. I mean, that's just being competitive. Like, guys probably don't want to go out to the salon, and they're probably budgeting in a tip also.
Yeah.
Right.
So to go and spend $50 or over on it, I don't know. I think I don't know.
I want to see the haircut.
It's a good amount of money.
That is a good amount of money, especially when there's a lot of other places and people that can cut hair well or barbershops.
Right.
Right.
All right, cool. So let's, do you want to get into trending tresses?
Sure.
We have a lot.
Someone just asked how much everyone's haircuts are. Michelle Golden asked this. My men's haircut's 35.
And your women's? 50, right?
60.
60.
My women's cuts are 50 and my men's cuts are 30.
25 and 45, 40. I think 40.
40.
45 and 80.
And the same as Dre's, 30 and 50.
Okay. There you go.
Actually, Dre's are the same as mine.
Mine are for a bottle of red wine.
That's a lie. She goes for a box.
Not the box wine, but like a whole case of.
All right. So let's get into trending tresses. We have a lot of them.
We do have a lot of them. So my first one is Meryl Streep from the Oscars. What I liked about this style is she always has such classic hair. Sorry, I kicked the table.
Oh, I thought it was Brian coughing and kicking the table.
No,
Okay.
I shifted and I kicked the table.
Okay.
It was the heels.
But I love how she has volume up away from her face, but it's not a heavy style. It's not overly plastered. It's not like a beehive. And I thought that was nice.
I like it.
We should bring beehives back.
I like it, but I don't like that on her forehead's too big. It goes back too far.
Yeah.
Like, I think she should have some more
the lift.
on her.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's smooth, though, that
We
forehead.
can agree to disagree, guys. I'm just saying.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Just don't expect a paycheck this week.
Oh, stop it.
I did put this next one in for Brian. It's Lady Gaga.
Wait, that's not next for me. There
That's
she
a
is.
great picture for this week's show.
Oh, yeah.
Just get an apron that fits like that.
Yeah, episode 70. Boobs.
Oh, she looks so pretty.
Like,
She does look incredible.
Yeah.
I just love how this complete style falls. It's flawless.
Yeah, I mean it's all completely a wig, but it's
I
one of the most
know.
incredible wigs ever. Because even during the performance, that's gone super viral. Like as she moved around, it was like real hair.
Yeah,
Like, I
it's
think
beautiful.
I wonder if she and Beyonce use the same guy.
Nice.
Next is Beyonce.
No, they don't.
I retract that statement.
So
Oh.
at the Grammys, she had her waist length extensions in, and now she's back to a super blunt bob. I like her hair
How
longer.
fun is it that she just changes her hair all the time?
I know.
I mean, it's never the same.
I'm not mad at the length. I think the ends.
I wish it was styled a little bit differently.
That's how I feel like you cut my hair.
I know. I was just thinking that when I was looking at
Like
it.
that's yeah.
Like, I'm not saying a word about this right now.
I like.
That's what you
I'm
have to
fine
fix.
with. I'm fine with the cut and the style, but the ends just look too frayed, like it was cut with fire.
Yeah.
Oh, sometimes they do that.
It was probably that
She's
guy with
Beyonce,
the sword.
She probably paid for it.
Yeah.
Oh my
All right.
gosh, that video of the fire, Drea, is that what you're talking
Yeah.
about?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Can you
All right.
imagine that smell in a salon?
I love that smell. It's so messed up.
I smelled a candle the other day and all of a sudden I just smelled it. And I was
Ugh.
like, oh my gosh, it must have been like a nose hair or something.
Next up, we have Nicole Richie. She has a cute little pixie going on.
I love her.
And
You can tell how much she's processed her hair. Look at that.
but this picture, it reminds me of in the movie How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, Mrs. DeLauer's feather hat.
Oh yeah.
Like I can't stop thinking about that when I look at this picture.
I don't remember.
Do you guys remember Zoobly Zoo?
Yes.
It reminds me of the peacock.
Yeah.
Remember, Ryan?
I do. And then there was a little kangaroo.
Yeah.
Nicole Richie has as much hair as I do.
I wish I only
Actually,
had that
right
much
this
hair.
second, yeah.
Yeah, it's very thin.
I love it. I love her.
I do too.
All right.
Like, it reminds me of feathers. I like
Christina, let's hang out with her.
that.
Let's just be friends. She doesn't know it yet, but we're gonna be friends.
Someone listening to this show can make this happen.
Okay, we got to move on.
All right, next on is Gwyneth Paltrow. Oh, and I love. Sorry, I just got distracted. I love the structure of this style. How there's not a single hair out of place. It's very smooth. It's pulled together. It's just really cool. And
Yeah, it looks really good.
What's really impressive about this is Gwyneth Paltrow has got like the finest, thinnest no hair ever. Like when you see her when it's actually down like on something, I mean her ponytail's like the size of a finger.
Is she
And
rocking the topsy tail, you think?
I think so. I'm pretty sure that all of the as seen on TV hair things are in there.
Yeah.
There might be
All of them.
all of them, every single one.
I was just gonna say the bump it.
I think there's a bump it, there's a sock bun.
It was cut with a
tucked in
Flowbee.
there.
But yeah, I just love this because the entire look is flawless on her. Like
Yeah, it
they
looks
did a
really
really
good.
good job on that.
All right.
Anna Kendricks. I just thought it was fun because it had just a tousled look, but it was still.
Is that glitter spray?
Yes, there is glitter spray in her hair.
That's right. That's the time you use it right there.
Is there?
At prom.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's just a flash.
I think
think it
it's
looks
just
good.
the light. It looks
I think
so
it's the
pretty.
light.
She's
But
pretty.
is.
I liked it. I liked
I
it a
love
lot.
her.
So,
All right.
Hang out with her too.
I'll hang out with her too.
Zoe Saldana. I loved her tousled updo. I liked that it was lower. I love a low updo. I think it's fun.
A low do.
She's
low
so
do.
pretty.
Yeah. I just.
I know it makes. I like it because it's that sort of like, not really overly fancy put together, but just sort of thrown up into something quick that still looks really nice and classic and pretty.
But you
Yeah.
can tell it was actually
Pin
structured.
straight.
No, that it was structured. Like there, even though it is
Bringing
a
that back.
slightly a messy look, like it's not frizzy. There's no flyaways. Like
Right.
it's very polished.
Very
so,
well done without looking greasy.
Yes. Margot Robbie has cut her hair even shorter, so that's fun. I like that little bob.
I like it, but I don't like where they part it because it accentuates that 7 head she has there. Like, look at the corner. Just
Wow.
huge.
I love her necklace.
I like it.
I like the haircut.
She joked
though.
that necklace is valued more than her life.
Probably.
That's cool. I don't know
Alright.
who she is. I feel bad.
Yeah, I don't either.
I'm getting old, Matt.
And then Lily Collins also debuted a really short style at the Oscars. I think it was fun. Like when I see this style, I feel like all they did was blow dry her hair upside down and she flipped it to the side.
Yeah, it's cool. I like this haircut.
very-
Look at the baby hairs along
Yeah.
the face there. That's cute.
I liked it. It was fun.
One that didn't make it in that this reminds me of that I actually really liked and I never like her hair is Kristen Stewart. Her hair looks
didn't see
so
that one.
good. It's super short, but it was like polished and it was. I forgot to check and see if she was in here, but
Oh, nice.
Google that. She looked really good.
So Howard Stern was recently nominated for Best Men's Hair.
Yeah, best men's hair in America.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
So he's been, the funny thing about it is Howard Stern has been going crazy about this. Like, he's made a big deal about it. Like, he's very excited.
I would be too. He hasn't done anything to his hair in ever.
I know. But it's cool because he says he doesn't color his hair at all.
Okay.
And he's, older. So that's pretty cool. And he has great hair. So you can't really argue with it. But I'd love to hear your guys' opinion. So post them in the comments below what you guys think. But I guess they asked 40 hairdressers to judge, and they picked Howard Stern as number one. So
I mean, it's been a consistent style for eternity for
yeah,
him.
yeah.
So
it's almost like he was waiting 40
Yeah.
years
Just for this.
for this moment.
all
yeah.
of the shock.
See,
all of
I support this because that's exactly what my hair looks like when I leave it alone, and
Yeah.
that's how I won best hair in high school. So yeah, I'm done with that.
All right, cool.
do it.
So congratulations to Howard Stern on that. We'll be tagging him in this episode as well. So
Do it.
He might like it. We talked about boobs.
we did.
So this might be a Howard Stern episode. Inadvertently.
Yeah.
I don't know if we talked about boobs enough though.
Yeah.
We could change that.
It's okay. All right, guys, calm it down. The testosterone in here is growing.
I need Barrett back.
All right, so it's 10:41. Let's check in.
Hit the traffic.
Drea. It sounded like that, right? It's the microphone. So Drea had some cool images pulled up.
So these were from a photo series that they did on shampooed hair for a photo project, and I just thought it was kind of cool how.
Yeah, it's cool. You wouldn't really know it's hair unless you knew what it was, but it's pretty neat.
But so they had like this little messy one.
You could flip through them, yeah.
And then
That's
the
awesome.
spiked one was really fun for me. This reminded me of a shark fin, kind of like going up and around.
What's that one, Chris?
I don't know.
Oh, jeez. All right, cool. So that's the Tressies. Now I think we only have one thing left, right?
Spin the wheel.
Spin the wheel. So let me give somebody a call here. All I'm going to do is flip back and forth here and pick somebody. So let's see. We have... Ooh, California. Should we call and wake them up?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
If they're not up watching us, they should be.
Wait, they gave us an extension. All right, I'm calling. This is Jamie. We're going to give her a call and wake her up. 7. All right, let's see if this works out here. Hey, Chris, see that first blue lever on the mixer? You just turn that down just a little bit. Yeah, I think that's good. This is Jamie.
Jamie.
Possibly, if she answers.
She gave us an extension, apparently.
Jamie.
Dr. Scott.
If she doesn't answer, we're going to have to leave her a message and say, sorry.
You missed out.
You missed the wheel.
You could have won.
But thank you.
Been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
Yeah.
She shut us down.
Is not available.
Jamie is sleeping.
Please record your message.
All right, let's leave her a message. It'll be fun.
Recording. You may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Does she win still?
Nope. Hey, Jamie, this is Matt Beck from FreeSalonEducation.com. I got everybody with me.
Hi.
We were calling you to spin the wheel, but we didn't get a hold of you. If you want to...
Let's just spin it for her.
Well, we can spin it.
We're going to decide this on the voicemail?
Wait,
let's tell her what she could have won.
Let's give her a T-shirt. How about that?
All right,
Let's give her a T-shirt. So, Jamie, we're going to send you a T-shirt. I got your address and everything. So, congratulations. I hope you have a great day in the sun. And a comb? All right. A T-shirt and a comb. It's decided. Jamie...
If you want a prize, contact Christina.
Jamie, have a great day and enjoy sunny California.
Best voicemail you'll get of your life.
You get a comb. All right.
Everybody gets
Bye.
a comb. Look at
All right.
receipts.
Who are we going to call?
Come for you.
All right. This one's in Jersey.
They better be up.
They might be up.
They should be up.
It's Drea.
I need somebody to help me with this name.
Is it Regina?
You want me to help you with the name? That's what I do.
I know, but I got to dial
the
it.
app.
There you go. Watch no one answers the phone.
And a Tilly? A Natalie?
I like that.
What are we going with?
I don't know.
Is it ringing?
Big, what up, Big A?
Hello? She hung up on us.
We're sorry. Your call cannot be completed.
Justin, you pick one.
Okay.
No,
let me
dial
see.
that again.
I'm going to go
Dialed it
with...
wrong.
All right, hang on.
No.
Hang on. Let's
Yeah,
redial.
let's
Let's
just
redial.
It sounds.
Let's give it a shot. We can just call people all day.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah, why not?
This is funny. This says it's like Regis and Kelly. Tell him she missed out on a house.
Can I leave the next voicemail?
All right, it's ringing.
Who's this?
Hello.
Hello? Hi,
Hello?
this is Matt Beck from FreeSalonEducation.com. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. We're calling you live on Splitting Hairs
Hi.
to spin.
Good morning.
To spin the wheel.
Oh,
So
wonderful.
excellent. So you're in Jersey, right? So you're kind of our neighbor. in a way.
Yeah.
So put on some pants. It's time to spin the freewheel.
All right, so here's the deal. You have a chance to win 3 months free of Mevo, cutting stool from MinervaBeauty.com.
It's a great stool.
Yes, it is a great stool. We have Sunlight's Balayage, a Bali box from them. Amika is giving away a 5-piece iron set. And then you got a bunch of chances for T-shirts and also Scissor discounts.
And we'll give you a hat.
And we'll give you a hat. We have a lot of hats. All right, cool. So how do you pronounce your name?
Natalie.
I was
Natalie.
right.
I like it.
Good job. All right, Natalie, we're going to spin the wheel. Drea's going to give it a spin. And let's see what you win. Thad, you got to tell me what it is. That is so loud.
Yep.
Dun, dun.
$100 off scissors.
$100 off scissors. All right.
Matt took sound effects away from me so he could have them.
I did.
That he was on camera.
I've been waiting all day to play that.
For a second, I thought that was her. I was like, holy shit, she's excited.
All right, Natalie, that is so you got $100 off scissors at shopfse.com. I'll email you
That's perfect.
I'll email you the code. All right.
Great. I need them so bad. That's great.
Awesome.
Perfect.
Awesome. Well,
Enjoy.
have a great day and congratulations.
All right. Thanks, guys.
All right. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Did you like that?
Can we
It was a nice little
your
surprise.
dancings?
The what?
Can we replay?
Wait, did I dance?
You were like. No, like you.
DJ dance.
I can't wait to watch that on the live feed when you do that.
Chris, this is not the first time I'll embarrass you.
In
Or the
public.
last, yeah.
You didn't embarrass me.
Hey, real quick. Mickey Bullock is asking if the blog tab is back on the community.
Okay, so here's the deal with the community for Mickey Bullock and everybody else. The community, for some reason, I haven't figured out how to make the blog not get spammed. So there's this company on there that
Selling a
talks about
car.
Nina coins or something, and I can't figure out how to stop them from doing that. So I took the blog down for now, but I do want to. I still have all the blogs on the server, but I'm not putting them up yet and I can't keep track of the community enough to keep deleting it. So I'm working on it right now. I'm trying to figure out how to make people so they can't spam it. I even tried to make Mickey Bullock and all of us and William Everett and a couple other people that were posting blogs, just the administrators. They were the only ones that could post a blog, but it still didn't work. So I'm not sure. I'm not a web developer guy.
The spammers are actually going to put the blog back up just so they can continue spamming.
We just got a good morning from Macedonia, by the way.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's awesome.
Right.
So we have an interview coming up. So at the end of the show with Andrew Does Hair. It's a cool interview. It's about 20 minutes long. So you guys the show is going to extend a little bit longer. We have to start our salon day. Does anybody else have anything to say?
No.
No? I think we're good.
Should we finish with the applause again?
Yeah, you want to?
Can you do the dance though?
Yeah.
Matt puts his hand out.
Yeah. I don't know what Christina was doing last night when I was putting that together, but
She missed it entirely.
She did.
I
Yeah.
know what I was doing. I was cleaning and cooking
Box wine.
box wine.
No, she was keeping away from the wine. We're going clean right now.
Ew. Gross.
Except for the Starbucks and the Monster.
Except for
Monster
Starbucks and the
clean.
Monster, and when you come in later tonight to do haircutting videos and just
And we have champagne.
everybody drinks.
So our class.
So tonight we have Thaddeus Bolin live, and all of us will be on there as well, doing some what, Thad? What are you doing?
We're going to be doing a men's cut. It's going to be a nice fade going up into a disconnected top.
We're gonna do men's cutting for the hair salon professional.
Delicious.
That's what I meant to say was men's cutting for the hair salon.
Yeah. So that's exciting. So it's going to be fun. Thad's going to be on live tonight. We've had a lot of people chiming in, asking questions and all that. We can't wait to see all of you guys again tonight and following us live on our Wednesday. We should just leave the cameras in the salon all day.
Yeah.
We do.
All right,
What happened
guys.
to
Say they
FSC
never
Pong?
come down.
FSE Pong. We'll bring it back.
Start our own reality show.
We'll let Thad play Pong again one day.
Yeah, we'll bring it back. Maybe we'll bring back FSE Pong next week.
Maybe.
All right. All right, guys, thank
Can
you
we just
so
play
much.
that while
for...
we do the podcast?
We can do it the
Tonight.
whole time.
We're gonna play
That
it
would be
tonight.
fun.
Christina, you and I can keep doing it.
Okay. Oh my God, we totally could. I just have to hit some buttons over here.
Yeah,
every once in a
they
while.
have to stay seated and watch.
All right, guys, this is like the Oscars. The music's playing us off. All right, guys,
Here comes the hook.
thank you so much for watching. Check out this interview from Andrew Does Hair. We're going to go live now to LA and speak
not
to
live.
Andrew. I know, I'm just kidding.
It's recorded live.
That's the joke, Brian.
It wasn't funny.
Previously recorded.
All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next week on Splitting Hairs.
I can layer it with other products if I want to get more out of it. But
Okay.
I did not start this thinking like, oh, I'm going to have a product company. I'm going to be an entrepreneur. I did it because I had a need in the salon, and then my clients enjoyed it, so I started making more, putting a label on the jar and selling it to them. And then people on Instagram and through the internet were asking to buy
Wait,
it.
how did you start making the product?
I just found a friend of a friend who knew a guy and
Okay.
met up with a manufacturer and start.
Hey guys, this is Matt Beck from FreeSalonEducation.com here with Andrew Does Hair. You're not nervous, right?
No. Was I supposed to say something there?
No.
Okay.
I just wouldn't look at you uncomfortably after I talk. So we're gonna discuss a lot of things you have going on. Impressed and inspired by the following that you have grown on Instagram. So I want to talk about that. You have a magazine. What are you calling it?
ADH Zine. I don't know.
Okay.
Closer.
So it's okay. It'll. I can kind of fix it later. So we have. We're going to talk about your magazine, your zine, and also just what you're doing different. You have a product that you have secretly in your bag. Do you want to talk about that as well?
No.
Okay, that's cool.
Well, I'll say something short about the product. I wanted it to do the furthest opposite thing that people expect a product to do. Everybody wants hold, they want shine. Mine has no hold and no shine. It just texturizes the hair.
Okay.
And what it does is it forces men to know how to style their hair, because if you use it by itself, you'll hate it, and I guarantee you'll hate it.
Okay.
So it says right on the jar. I should have a prop out. Hang on. I guess I do want to talk about it.
You should talk about it. I think it's important. Okay, so
Anyway.
we have this product. What's it called?
ADH, like Andrew Does Hair.
Oh, okay.
And dry, because it's just dry looking. And there's no shine. It's not heavy. The goal with this product, well, it came up because I had a need in the salon for a product like this. It's very versatile. I can layer it with other products if I want to get more out of it. But
Okay.
I did not start this thinking like, oh, I'm going to have a product company. I'm going to be an entrepreneur. I did it because I had a need in the salon, and then my clients enjoyed it, so I started making more and putting a label on the jar and selling it to them. And then people on Instagram and through the internet were asking to buy
Wait,
it.
how did you start making the product?
I just found a friend of a friend who knew a guy and
Okay.
met up with a manufacturer and
okay.
started with small quantities, and then it just grew. But
Nice.
the thing about the jar, as I was saying earlier, it does the opposite of what men expect and want product to do. Guys have been programmed to think, hey, this has a lot of hold. It'll give my hair exactly what I need. They think hold gives them bigger hair. They think hold gets rid of their curl. They think hold will get rid of their frizz. But, and I know this from working with men in the salon for the past 10 years. The thing is, hold product doesn't do those things. And so it says right on my jar, good hair doesn't come in a jar. And because this doesn't hold your
That's a good
hair,
point.
it stays flexible, it stays movable. Henry, do you have it in your hair today? Come over here. Oh, and hairspray, so never mind. So he added the hold later.
Yeah.
And nobody here is using my product today. Well, anyways, the point being, you can still touch your hair, you can move it. It doesn't hold it. All hold does is keep your hair from moving. It doesn't fix your problems. And so
Right.
this is, I had a demand for a jar. People wanted a jar because they've been programmed. I want better hair. I need to buy a better product. And so I saw this as a way for me to get my message out there, the message that has helped the men in my chair to be happier with their hair. Now I'm trying to get it out to anybody I can. And the only way they would listen is the way they were programmed to listen is, hey, let me buy a product. So even when I tell people it's not what's in here, it's everything else. It's understanding your hair. It's having a good relationship with a professional who understands your hair better than you do. And so that's what the product is about.
How long have you been a hairdresser?
Just under 10 years now.
Under 10 years. This is amazing to me, and this is what I love about the industry now and the way that people are coming up in this industry and 10 years into it and just they think differently. And I love that you've come up with this product. I love the concept of it. I didn't even know about it until right now, and I think it's awesome just the way that you've presented it. And the same thing with the zine that you've created. So tell me about that. We broke it down earlier, but I think it's really interesting for people to read, check out. So tell me what your thought is with that.
Okay, so I'll try to make this quick because I have a tendency to ramble.
We don't have a time limit. That's the beauty.
Perfect.
Yeah.
As I was getting busier in the salon, and I started getting opportunities to do more what I would say behind the scenes works or industry work, like what I'm doing here right now. I started to see that kind of mixed with the average response I would get from new clients is that men are kind of programmed. If they want better hair, they want to seek a better haircut. And hair cutters are promoting this because they want to be, I'm a good hair cutter and I do the best haircut. And there's like this bravado thing. So they want a better haircut and they want a better product. And there's this whole gap in between of things that nobody talks about because nobody profits to talk about them.
Right.
And so men will bring me a picture of David Beckham and they think, you're reputable for being a good hair cutter and which product will make me look like this? And I'm like, no, well, the thing is David Beckham's blow drying his hair. And there's this weird like social... like people think it's like gay or feminine or vain if a guy will take the time to blow dry his hair.
Blow dryer, right?
And so they're like afraid to do it. I've had barbers tell me like, oh, that's gay, and I'm like, well, it works. It does everything you want the product to do. And so men would come to me and say, hey, which product is the best because I need more hold. And I'd say, why do you need more hold? They say, I want to get rid of these curls. I want to add volume. And I say, guess what? A hairdryer can do that. So long story short, I started out trying to inform the average client of the benefit of using a hairdryer. And as I started to look more at the industry, I realized something that happened because of social media is somebody will post a haircut on YouTube or Instagram and say, hey, a number 3 did this. And then the client thinks, hey, screw what my professional knows. I want a number 3.
Right.
And in so many ways, people come to me and they say, hey, my barber's a screw up. Can you tell me how to tell him how to do it? And I'm like, no, that's backward. Your barber knows. Your hairdresser knows. They know your hair. They've been doing this. They're the expert. And I want to put power back into their hands because they know. And so many of them get sidetracked to sell product because they get paid to do it, or they get support from product companies like, hey, work for us, educate for us, and we'll take you all over the world and we'll pay you. And
right.
And so everything comes down to a better haircut or a better hair product, and little things are being skipped that are just keeping men from having the hair that they want. And things like I get guys in my chair all the time for their first, and they walk in and their hair is parted on the wrong side, and they go, every time I style my hair, it sticks up and I can't get this part to lay down. Which product will lay my hair right there? And I say it's preventing your hair from laying right. It's that you're combing it the wrong way.
Right.
But no professional wanted to step up and say, hey, you know what? I know you saw this on Instagram and it was parted that way, but your hair parts this way. And there's this expertise that is not being sold, and it is what makes us valuable behind the chair. Because if all I'm doing is, hey, you said you want a number 3, let me give you a number 3, I'm only worth what I'm worth until someone's willing to do it for cheaper. But on the contrary, if I take all the things that I've seen in my career and I use it to help the client come to a result that he's happy with, and it's not about a better product, and it's not about how clean I can do a fade, it's about the little things, knowing which way his hair parts, knowing at which point it will bend, knowing how to give it volume, and teaching him this, and just communicating it in a way that the client can walk away with something that they've never gotten before from somebody doing a better haircut or selling a better product. So this zine is jokes about the industry, a lot of kind of rude ones.
I love it. It's creative.
I think I'm going to get punched by some random barber who catches this.
Barbers are vicious. I have a video on YouTube, and it was like we threw it together really quick. Never thought anything would happen. It got like 2.5 million views, and I get ripped apart in death threats all day long on YouTube. Barbers are hard because they you know what? They're passionate about what they do, but I love your approach to it. Well, and it's thinking differently.
I've been learning to be very careful. I used to get full honesty here. I've had so many barbers call me a faggot, call me gay, tell me that my clients are suckers and that I'm pulling the wool over their eyes. I've heard all of this garbage, and it makes me really bitter. And so a lot of times people say barber, and I'm just like, nah. But it's not all of them. I know very many very cool, very talented barbers.
Really great
but
people.
Anyways, go back to the zine. What this is about, I have looks in here that are done purely with water. And I have sort of guest stylists doing looks in here. Henry over here. Can you walk on the camera? Is he allowed to do that?
Yeah, of course. There's no rules.
Come over to here. Just stand in front of this camera for a second.
You missed your hairspray opportunity, but we have it now. Come on, come hang out.
This was done by him with no product at all. And so this is geared to the professional. There you go.
You come sit. Yeah. Just have a seat. Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't care.
This is to remind the professional of the things that they know that are valuable that they bypass because social media has broken the way that men ask for haircuts. They go,
Right.
hey, this YouTube channel told me to ask for it this way. They say, oh, it's give me 4 inches on top. But depending on the way your head is shaped and depending on the texture of your hair, 4 inches means something different to everybody.
Yeah.
It's like looking at a model in a magazine and saying, hey, that guy has 32 size jeans. I need a 32 size jean. And that's how people are asking for hair these days.
It's a good
this
point.
magazine is to remind the stylist, no, dude, it's not a one size fits all thing. I don't even want clients to know that I have numbers on my clipper guards. I want to file those numbers off
Yeah.
because it doesn't give you what you're asking. So this is just a reminder to hairstylists and to barbers, like this is what hair will do. This is what it will not do. Teach this to your clients. This will help them because it has helped me. It's helped. This guy's career has freaking exploded by doing this. I've been watching him for a year now. And
You guys work together?
no, he's across the country.
Okay.
One of those Instagram connections.
Nice. Well, that's the next thing I want to get into. So Instagram, it's amazing because of the
All right.
fact it's all right. There's things we could change, but it's amazing. You just sent out a message on Instagram in the middle of a hair show, and now look. That's pretty powerful. You have a following. How did you get the following? What did you do? What do you think is different about you than other people posting pictures of hair all day?
Okay, full honesty. Maybe it's an inferiority complex. I will not admit that I'm good at anything I do. And so when I look at the average hair Instagram page, they're trying to show off how good they are, how clean their haircut is. And to me, if everybody's doing that, then that becomes vanilla. It becomes, invisible. Something I try to do different is I don't care how good I look at cutting hair. I just want to inspire people and let them see like that. It's not about me and how good I am. It's about my client and how good they look, and it's about the different things they can do with their hair. And I've almost taken it. I actually not even almost. I've literally taken lists. I've looked at Instagram pages, and I've written down the things that they're doing, the things that are trending, the way that they're posting, and I've deliberately sat down and figured out the opposite of that, and I've tried to do the opposite across the board.
Okay. Can you remember any of that list?
Yeah, fades is the biggest one. Fades are no doubt the GQ crowd picked up on fades in the past few years, and so for the past 6 months I've been trying my best not to post fades.
Okay.
Not because there is a little bit of insecurity there that I don't fade as good as a barber, but mostly because everybody's posting them.
Yeah.
Or top knots. I posted one top knot like 30 weeks ago. That's the last one I'm going to post because now when you scroll through Instagram haircuts, top knot, top knot, top knot, top knot. So
it's hard for you to be found in that bunch. Is that what you're saying, or?
I just I don't want to go out when the trend goes out.
Yeah.
About 6, 7 years ago when faux hawks were like the biggest thing in the world, I remember a client telling me that he couldn't get his friend to come to me because his friend didn't want a faux hawk. And he goes, that's all you know how to do. And I was like, no, it's not all I know how to do. It's all people ask for. And I never want to go through that again to where people go, oh, Andrew only does this. Or Andrew only does the side part. Because there are a lot of people I see that it would appear that that's all they can do. And I don't want to be put into a box to the point that I'll deliberately do something ugly, something I know is going to make people cringe and hate on me, just to kind of laugh at how seriously people take it. They're like, yeah, look how perfect my fade is on this latest, greatest trend. And I'm like, what's a trend? What's a fade?
Yeah.
I'm going to push, everyone's slicking their hair back. I'm going to push mine forward and cut it myself.
Yeah, it's awesome. And so what do you have coming up? I know you're starting to do some classrooms and workshops. So, right?
That's been a lot of fun. The classes, when I started doing classes, people requested me to do them for technical learning.
Right.
And they wanted me to show them step by step how to do this specific haircut. And as I started doing classes that way, I felt like I was ripping people off because, as I've mentioned before, my technical skill is, I don't think I'm the best, like by any means. I mean, I could, this guy cuts hair better than I do. So when I'm selling that information, I don't feel like I'm giving anybody their money's worth. But I never built my career off of doing a better haircut. And I never, ever will claim to do it with the best haircut. I built my career off of providing something different that you can't get from a better haircut. Even down to the way that I talk to my clients on their first visit. It's very casual. It's very comfortable. They don't need to learn barber or hairdresser lingo to tell me how they want to cut their hair. I learned human lingo to ask them how they want their hair cut.
Yeah.
So these are the things that I teach in my classes is, hey, don't sit someone down and say, how much do you want me to take off? Because they don't know how much that you want them to take off. What you need to ask them is, hey, man, how do you want to look today?
Right.
And that's so unbelievably simple and basic. And I've seen like well-known big top dog haircutters who can't break it down that simply for their client. And so people think that I've cheated or something to get these followers or to get my clientele built. You know, some of the shops around me really don't like me, and they talk about how I tricked my clients or they're suckers or something, which is funny because why would they eventually go to them if they're calling them suckers? But it's as basic as it is I talk to them the way I'm talking to you, and it's not like there is no ego. There's no like I've had people repeatedly find me through Instagram and they come in and they go, oh, I thought you would act like you were cool or something,
right.
And they're like relieved that I'm just a dork, and and that's so. In my classes, I teach that how to communicate with your clients. Like, because if somebody says, "Give me 2 inches on top," haircutters out there, does this 2 inches look like this 2 inches? It's a different look. Do you want your hair to lay neatly, or do you want it to be kind of messy and disheveled? And these are things that a lot of people are never asked when they get their hair cut.
Yeah.
To this day, I get guys that come in for the first time, and they say, I want to leave the length on top, and I want a number 2 on the sides. And I say, hang on, that doesn't tell me anything. What do you want your hair to do? What do you want your hair to look like? What do you want your hair to say about you? And nobody's asking men these things because they look at the Instagram page and they go, oh, that's the number 3? Yeah, give me a number 3. They don't realize the number 3 looks bald on some guys, and on other guys it sticks straight out and looks dense and thick and full. So they're not telling you anything.
Right.
That's what I teach in my classes, and so
I love it.
I've mentioned in my last class specifically, if there's any one thing I can change about the hair industry, I want to change the way that you guys talk to your clients and the way that they feel like they're expected to talk to you. One of the most common questions I get on Instagram is, how do I tell my barber I want this look? And I've gotten to the point now, I've been asked that question so many times that I'm a little bit like curmudgeonly about it. I'm like mad. I'm like, stop asking me this. Just tell him. Well, the easiest way is, hey, look at this picture. You can't mess up that description. But the other thing is, just tell him how you want to look.
Yeah.
And
then him as a professional should be able to.
He knows how to give you that, and he can look at your hair.
Yeah.
And there's characteristics to your hair, like on some fine thin hair, it can bend over and lay if it's a half an inch long, but on some really coarse hair, it needs 6 inches to lay back. So what good, you the person, no offense, who doesn't know about your hair, who doesn't know about anybody's hair, you're going to come in and tell me give you 4 inches, and that might very well spike up. I had an incident about 5 years into my career. It was the last time I took length as instruction. This guy came in and his hair was kind of laying down a little bit like mine is, but he had very coarse hair, so it was a lot longer than mine. And so he comes in and he says, take an inch off all the way around. And so I get out my scissors and I take off a perfect inch all the way around. And you could have measured the clippings on the ground. There was no more perfect inch to be taken off of the ground. And I was stoked. I felt really good. I gave this guy exactly what he asked for. And at the end of the haircut, his coarse straight hair no longer wanted to lay down. And he's looking in the mirror and he's uncomfortable and he's pulling his hair down. And I was uncomfortable because I could tell that my client was unhappy.
That sweat
I'm
starts-
sweating. I'm like, oh my gosh, like should I show him the inch? And I asked him, do you want me to go shorter on the sides? And his response changed me, because he didn't say, no, I don't want to go shorter because I don't want it to stand up more. He doesn't know that, and it's not his job to know that. It's our job to know that, and it's our job to tell these people that. What he said is, I just want it to lay down. And he had no idea that leaving it longer was going to help it to lay down. Well, so often I get guys that come in and they go, I have a really bad cowlick, so cut it very short. I'm like, I thought wouldn't you want it to lay down? Like, you need it longer. Or another thing is texturizing hair. Everybody thinks I have thick hair, I want it to lay down, texturize it. When you texturize your hair, you're taking all these long hairs that are long enough to bend and lay down, you're cutting some of them so short that they don't want to lay down anymore, and then you're saying that's going to make my hair lay better. It doesn't. It's the opposite. And these clients come in because they read on social media. Social media to hairdressing and barbering is to people's hair what WebMD is to doctors. People come in and they go, I have this problem, fix it for me.
Yeah.
And it's no good. It's no good, because you'll never get what you want that way. It's like going to your personal trainer and saying, hey, tell me to lift 20 pounds 8 times. You go to your personal trainer, you say, I want this result. He's the expert. He knows what you need to get there. And I came to a point in my career, and I've been told that this is egotistical to do this, but this book is to tell all of you to do this. When somebody sits in your chair and they want to give you specific word-for-word instruction, hey, cut off this much length, hey, give me this number on the side, you are only worth what you're charging until somebody else is willing to do exactly that for cheaper. If you give them this knowledge, you say, no, I won't take it that short because I want it to do what you want it to do, you might piss them off, you might scare them away, they might never come back. But that's good, because that client doesn't respect your expertise. And it doesn't mean you have an ego. It means that you went to school. It means that you work behind the chair. It means that you know what you're doing. And you need to sell this to people. So what it does is this. It divides your clientele. You get the wrong clients out. You get the right clients in. And that's how you grow. In any business, it doesn't matter if it's hair or not, is you connect with people who think the way you think, who respect what you're doing, who find value in what you're doing is the bottom line. And if somebody just wants me to give them a number 2 and 4 inches on top, what am I giving them that nobody else can give them? Why would they value that? That's what this is about. That's what this is about.
And that's the whole thing. That if you want to be a successful hairstylist, what you have to do is you can't just do a haircut. It's not about just doing a haircut. It's about everything else that you add into it. And you're doing that. And you can tell you said that you charge twice as much as everybody in your town, right? For a haircut.
Just about, yeah.
Just about. So, and that's the reason why you can do it, because you've added something different. It's the reason that like a Hyundai car isn't as expensive as a Mercedes-Benz.
Exactly.
There's added things to it.
It's not to say, I know people who have great style who just buzz their head. I know people who cut their own hair who have great style.
Right.
It's not to say like, oh, you should be spending more and charging more. You should charge what you're worth, but what you need to do first is make what you're doing worth more, and then you'll have to charge more. Every time I've raised my prices, I've done it because my wait was so long that people were leaving me over it. I don't want to wait 6 weeks. I'm going somewhere else. So my price goes up, and the people who really care are going to wait in line for it. Think about this. New iPhone comes out. You got some people who are willing to camp out overnight to get it. I think I stole that bit from Simon Sinek, but there are people who want the best, and they'll do what they have to do to get it, and they'll pay what they have to pay, and they don't care because they know they want it to work. They want to fix it right the first time. They want to just deal with it.
Yeah.
And then there are other people who just don't find value in it. I don't have the latest iPhone. I don't have sweet hair. I try to provide this to the people who care for it, but what I'm getting at is it's not to say that it makes this person more valuable or cooler or anything. There's a place for everybody, and if you want to, if you're sitting at the bottom charging $10 a haircut and you're hating on the guy charging $40, you need to make yourself worth $40. And this is the way that I did it, and this is the way that I'm. And it's not that it doesn't help me to tell anybody this.
Right.
It helps the guy building his clientele, and it helps the client because now the client isn't responsible to tell. I've had guys straight come in like with product. Like I bought this on the internet. Will you use it on me? And I'm like, whoa, hold. I mean, I guess I will, but it's like I keep raving about is we have the answers that we should be selling, and that is what makes somebody worth $40-$50 compared to $10.
Yeah. Well, Andrew, I could talk to you all day. I think it's awesome. Everything you're doing is great. Where can they get all this stuff if they want to help support what you're doing?
Right now, I'm trying to keep these social media free because the louder my voice gets on Instagram, the less people believe me, and the more willing people are to be complete jerks. So I'm trying not to promote this through social media. Eventually, you might be able to order it through my website, but for right now, I just keep them on me in my bag.
So
everywhere.
Should we give out a couple?
I'm going to give them to all these people here.
Oh, check it out.
And when I go to Disneyland and I have my bag on me, stop me and get one. It's going to be, and for most people, they don't get one, they get two because you keep one, you give one to somebody who cares. I want to through social media, I was reaching more people who cared less, and I don't want to reach more people who care less. I want to reach less people who care more. The people who are willing to stand here right now, who want to go above and beyond to learn more and do more and grow more. For that purpose, this is a little bit offensive. It's gonna piss people off. It might make fun of things that you've been striving to do your whole career, but sorry.
It's all right. Well, that's cool. And you guys are all gonna get one of those. Thad's gonna give you guys some T-shirts from Free Salon Education. Thank you, Andrew Does Hair, so much. Follow him on Instagram. If you probably already are. Follow him on Instagram at Andrew Does Hair. Where are they following you at?
Oh.
Hello 92.
Did you just check your name? It's like,
because you're pointing here. Hello 92 on Instagram.
Okay. All right. Great. So follow on Instagram. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Millennium Systems International, for letting us use the corner of their booth to talk to cool people like these guys. And we'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks.
Splitting Hairs, the Hairdressers Podcast, goes live every Wednesday morning at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, or as close as we can get it.